Hello, welcome to Krafting Kitty. My name is Erin. It is Tuesday, which means it's time for Tackle It! You're actually going to get two videos from me today because it's also the end of the Krafting Kitty Creator Spotlight for September. So, I actually, surprise, surprise, have the slideshow done for September. If you have any final entries, please get them to me as soon as possible. I normally say noon Central Time. It is 12:10 right now. It's probably not going to be 1 until I get this video out. But any final entries, get them to me as soon as possible. I'm going to try to finish the editing and draw the winners after I get the kiddos home from school. And that will... Oh, I gotta go grocery shopping. I'm trying to stack the events of the evening. Anyway, ASAP. Technically, according to what I say, it's already closed, but I will check one more time before I finalize the video and draw the winners. I'm so excited. My Halloween advent is here. I get to open that starting tomorrow. But what is Tackle It? Erin, you just bounced in and started on a rant. That wasn't a rant. That was like a meandering pathway. On Tuesdays we join Miss Shannon from Another Yarn on her Tackle It journey. She thought of the hashtag, and according to her, you can use it in whatever way makes sense to you, but whatever you're trying to tackle, tame, do, a challenge that you find in your life. Both her and I are using it to address our WIPs, works in progress, that we have long forgotten. She has some bags, boxes, bins of much older projects than I have. Although I do have some old projects. We have finished so far the oldest one, but there are still that are multi-years old. This one that I did this week was a new one. I had started a hat using some leftover yarn from a cowl pre-order I had purchased from Dragon Horde Yarns. It was called the Witchling Cowl, DK weight yarn, and I wanted to use the leftovers to make a little hat. I did finish it this week. I know, you're like, Erin, why couldn't you have done that last week? I don't know. Don't ask me these things. But I think it turned out really cute. Where's Hattie? Here she is. And let's get her on Hattie. It is a little beanie style hat. And as predicted, little Miss Bingo wants this, and that's okay. I don't have to have a hat that matches that beanie. And if I decided I really needed one, I can just go get some more yarn from Tristan. Like, nothing's stopping me other than my own urge to use the yarn in my collection. So this one was called... Was the bottom one Night Fury? I don't know what the top one is because I still didn't finish it. I still have some yarn left. Look at. I don't know. So technically this isn't done, so I can't claim the ball bands. But we got close. We got close. I thought for a moment about putting like a pixie top on it, where instead of becoming flat on the top, it like points up and you've got a little point. Bingo loves her pom-poms, so she kind of prefers not to have pixies. I will say, in this one, the crown pattern turned out really kind of cool and spiderwebby. No, just kind of fun. So yes, it is done. I have completed it. She will get it, and there we go. We'll just leave it on Hattie right now. This yarn, I don't know, I probably have enough to maybe knit a headband or something of sorts, but I think I'm going to just throw this into my scrap bin and we'll see what becomes of it. What's next? So in my Tackle It journey, I have been working on projects for 2-week stints. This is the end of this 2 weeks on the hat, and thankfully I finished it, which means something comes out of the bin. Yay! I have a focus project. So for 2 weeks I work on a new project, the hat. And then the next 2 weeks I will work on my focus project, which in this case is my Joji Locatelli Spectre sweater. I'm using my 2023 Advent yarn from Ginger Snap up in Canada. It's beautiful. It was a gorgeous fade. I love this sweater. I very much want to finish it. It is fingering weight, so it is tiny little stitches taking a very long time to go around. And because I want to maintain the fade throughout the sleeves, I am also working the sleeves at the same time. Makes it slightly more complicated, only in that now I have begun the decreases for the sleeves and I have to pay attention to the rounds on the sleeves. The body is just knitting straight in the round. Well, it's actually not knitting. You're supposed to reverse it so you do more knits than purls, but that was confusing, like work on it inside out. I didn't like that, so I'm actually working with the purls. That's just me. I thought it would give me practice in trying to flick because I am a continental knitter. I am a continental knitter. However, when I learned, I would always throw. So I was a continental thrower with my left hand. And I've retrained myself. I'm still continental, but I can flick now when I'm knitting. I still have not mastered the flick when I'm purling, so I'm still a thrower when I purl. My idea is hopefully this gives me practice in continental flicking purls, but it really hasn't. I try it and then I get frustrated and then I just go back to throwing. It might just be that that is what I do. Oh, Michaels is warning me that my voucher expires soon. It does not. I have 2 weeks. It expires on October 16th. Thank you very much. I checked. What is in this bag, though? I'm going to keep this going as a hat bag. And this is not to do with Tackle It. In my weekly roundup, I mentioned I have so many large projects going on. I want to work in some smaller projects, so I decided to go through Ravelry and just grab the hat patterns that I had in my library and I haven't done yet. So I decided that next up is the, it's a Tin Can Knits pattern. Is it Barley Hat in DK? I have this Paw Ply Yarn Company yarn that's been caked up for a long time. When Chomps was in kindergarten, the summer before he was in kindergarten, I made a hat and cowl out of a hank of this, and he wore it through kindergarten and a lot of first grade. In first grade, he started favoring a couple of other hats. But anyway, I had bought 3 hanks of it. It's like a scarlet deep red on a zebra base. It's so fun, so pretty. I have this one already caked up, and I have another full hank still on my shelf. So I want to try to use that yarn that I've had caked for so long to make the Barley DK. So I have another small project on the go. Do I need to be adding more projects to my repertoire? That's not the right use of that word, but it kind of is fun to say. So I'm going to say it. No, I really haven't. Michaels, no. You don't have to alert me multiple times, Apple, that I have gotten a text when I've already seen the text. No. These products are the worst. They're not the worst. I mean, I was thinking about this the other day. Brian and I were talking about it. Like, part of me really dislikes how ingrained in life smart products have become. But, like, part of me wants to be like, I'm getting rid of it, I'm done with it. But they are so ingrained, I don't think I possibly could. I mean, most of the kids' school stuff is on apps now. And, like, they literally switched away from the websites to the apps. I don't know. I don't know. They certainly got us hook, line, and sinker on those. On the apples. I mean, I remember when I was just a new young professional and one of the gals on the team I was working on got an iPhone with the very first release. And we were all like, oh, amazed by it. And now they're common and the kiddos are begging for them because their friends have them. It's crazy. I now know a bit more about my grandparents and their longing for the simpler times of their youth. I just didn't think it would hit me now. I'm not that old. I'm not my grandparents' age. A lady never tells. But yes. That was a weird rant. I kind of apologize. Kind of not. Like I said before, the rants are my special sauce here at Krafting Kitty. That's what you come for. You come for the yarn and crafts. You stay for the rants and weirdness. I guess my only other update is yesterday. I said I was forcing Bingo to go to dance class. She went. But I had been working on the Christmas socks, the holiday socks. And I finished Brian's, which I got a book, Socktopus. Alice Yu is the author. YU. I did see a number of the patterns are listed on Ravelry, but they don't seem available for individual sale. But they're cool patterns. I really like the book. The book apparently is out of print. I didn't realize until I saw it on Ravelry. But I'm just going to make these socks. So Brian got the vanilla ones. It's the first pattern in the book. And then the kids looked through. Bingo picked the next pattern. Chomps wants the one after that. And then I'm going to do the fourth pattern. But they are like lacy. And the book is not cumbersome. It's a paperback. It's got like 17 sock patterns in it. It's not huge. But it's hard to manage in the car. And I also take that project bag to the dance studio and I knit in the lobby. And I could not, like, the pattern is not, for this sock, the lace pattern isn't repetitive and intuitive. So it's a cool pattern. I'm excited to work it up. But I've come to the realization it can no longer be my car project. So I moved it inside this morning and I pulled a lot of yarn off the shelf because I had wanted to make a star blanket out of some Hirschner's yarn I had. Diamond, was it you who suggested the book and the pattern to me? Perhaps. Anyway, I'm going to start that because it looks like a very easy, repetitive star blanket to do in the car. But now I've got to try to find time within my day to get these socks done for Christmas. I don't want to just switch and do vanilla. I know if I switched and do vanilla, I could whip them out in the car and they'd be done. I have the urge to try these fancy socks though. I'm going to just keep pushing forward. If they're not done in time for Christmas, they're not done in time for Christmas. That's it. It's fine. 'Tis fine. Right? Okay. I love you all. that's just my update for today. Like I said, you're going to see me again later this evening with the Krafting Kitty Creator Spotlight drawing for September. Just want to make sure everybody knows I'm actually on task for September. I do know I still have March and then April, May to draw, but we're going to deal with September, and then I'll go back and I'll announce October, and then I will still go back and do those other drawings. But I'm kind of proud of myself. Sorry. Okay, I